Sometimes you can find an eBay listing that is labeled incorrectly. These trains were not made by Weaver, Lionel, or MTH. They're actually from Williams. So the buyers, I don't want to say ignorance of the subject, but their mistake turned out to be a benefit to me. And if you look hard enough on eBay, you can find bargains like this also, with sellers who may not realize what they're listing. But you have to do some hunting. This Williams shell is going to be decorated for Amtrak for their 50th anniversary from 1971 when Amtrak started to 2021. Most of the shell will be silver, but I will spray the nose in a contrasting color. This is a color by Rust-Oleum called Apple Red. It's one of my favorite colors. I've used it on my Silver Streak trains and other projects throughout the years. And right now it is glossy and smooth, and even though it's dry, it still looks wet. I love that red right now. The bottom of the shell is masked off so that I can spray paint it a glossy white. The silver was given a glossy clear coat, but these side vents that are masked off, I don't want them to shine. So I'm going to spray them with a matte black or a flat black spray paint, also by Rust-Oleum. The silver had a clear coat applied to it because sometimes when you mask off silver and remove the masking tape, it will actually lift away some of the silver metallic flake. But the clear coat also serves a second purpose. It will help the decals adhere to the sides of the shell, and the clear outline will show up far less when they're on top of something that's shiny. So that's why the silver received the glossy clear coat. Maybe they're out there somewhere, but I had trouble finding O-scale decals for Amtrak, so I have to make my own. I'm going to combine both the current and the original logo for Amtrak, and also some numbering, some lettering for the sides that celebrate when Amtrak began in 1971, last year's date 2021, and then a little 50 years decal to fit between some of the vents on the sides. I'm pretty limited with the colors that I can choose when I'm using clear inkjet decals. Black shows up pretty well, but the colors do not. Unless you're putting the decals on something that's already painted white, the colors just won't look right. So for this F-7, I'm going to have all the Amtrak lettering and decals done in black ink, which is okay. I think it looks good with the red, silver, white, and black vents. What I can do, though, is reuse this set of decals from an earlier train that I did. It was a Williams F-7 that I did for Silver Streak, and those turned out pretty good, but these were left over somehow. And the template here in blue is also left over from that time period. When these decals are cut out along the edges of the template, they fit nice and neatly just beneath the number boards and above that front area on the nose of a Williams F-7. These decals are applied the same as the ones I made, except for this. It's a decal setting solution that also softens the decals, it helps it adhere to the paint, and it works well with these commercially made decals, but it did not work well with the ones I made on my own printer. So I can use it here, but I did not use it on the sides. The trains I found on eBay turned out to be quite a bargain. I've purchased blank shells before without bases, and they seemed like that was a good deal too, until I started pricing out all the little items needed to finish my empty blank shell. Luckily, in this eBay purchase, the number boards, the headlight lens, the cab glass, the horns on the roof came with every single one of these F-7s, so that was a nice bonus. If I had to buy all these little parts separately for 3 different shells. I could easily spend 40 bucks. So I'm glad that even though these are non-working at the moment, that they were complete. So I can transform the shell, I can give it a cosmetic restoration, give it a new look, and somewhere down the road I will reattach this disconnected wire from the pickup roller, and I'll figure out why that reversing board is not working. It looks like an aftermarket thing that was added at some point in this train's life. Until I figure out why it's not working, I'm happy to put it back together and admire it on my shelf. My layout really isn't very big, and I don't spend much time running these trains. I think I enjoy fixing their appearances more than I do actually running them. I thought it might be interesting to do a breakdown of the costs for this project. The Williams F-7 was one of 3, so this cost $17.33. Shipping divided by 3 was $5.08. Some miscellaneous items brings me to $25.16, which I think is not too bad for a silver beauty like this. I forgot to mention these little white decals that I applied. They were left over from a Metro locomotive that I painted earlier, and they do a nice job of breaking up those big silver and black and white sides. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until next time, this has been Bob's Workshop. Take care.